using our unit fractions to do the conversions in the with grams will work the same as it has for the other two systems. So if we want to change kilograms to grams, we write this over 1 and then multiply by the unit fraction that changes kilograms to grams. Since there are 1,000 grams in a single kilogram, according to our chart over here, 1,000 grams in a kilogram, that's the unit fraction that we'll use. So the sumo wrestler's weight is 1,590 grams. That's a lot of paper clips. The chemist mixing 225 milligrams of sodium chloride into the water, if they want us to change from milligrams to grams, we multiply by a unit fraction that has milligrams on the bottom and grams on the top, and it takes 1,000 milligrams to equal a single gram. So crossing out our like units, we get 225 being divided by 1,000. So the decimal goes 3 places to the left, making it 225 thousandths of a gram. So the next thing is to bring all of these three systems together and make sure that you can distinguish between the different metric units and when you're supposed to use them. So the base unit for length again, the base unit is m, usually a lowercase m, which is the meter. And in there we also talked about millimeters, centimeters, and kilometers. When we want to measure capacity, otherwise known as volume, the base unit that we use is the liter. And within liters, milliliters, liters are the two common units that we use. And then our last one is mass, which replaces the units used for weight in the U.S. customary system. And our primary unit there is the gram. And most commonly used in this would be milligrams, grams, and kilograms. So this next exercise has you choosing not only the appropriate size of the unit, but even knowing which system you should use. Would you be measuring this item with using its length, its volume, or its mass? So if she is buying for something of windshield washer fluid, because it's fluid, that tells me I'm probably going to measure it by its volume, the same way that I measured fluid drinking ounces in milliliters. So if she's buying 4 of these, well, milliliters of fluid, again, is only going to about fill that cup. Wouldn't get her, or this cap, not going to get her windshield very clean. So I'm guessing that Jeanette bought 4 liters of windshield washer fluid for her car. If we're talking about weight or mass, the unit that we use for that is grams, milligrams, or kilograms. Again, if we're talking about a cat is going to weigh more than 5 of our paper clips here, so we're probably looking at kilograms there, and that would be about a 12-pound cat, so 12 to 13-pound cat. And then the wallet, we want to know its width. So if we're talking about width, that's going to be a measure of length. If this is going to fit inside your pocket, where a wallet is supposed to fit, an 18-millimeter wallet would only be about this, or 18 millimeters, would only be a wallet about this big. So a pretty small wallet. Don't even think you could fit a penny in that one. But one that's 18 meters long, again, would be bigger than the room. So the wallet is probably being measured in centimeters. One last trick to share with you about converting between the different metric units, and this is something that's unique to the metric system. It doesn't tie over to the U.S. customary system. That if you take a centimeter cube, so you build a cube that is measured 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. The volume that it holds, so its length is 1 centimeter cubed. The volume that it will hold is exactly 1 milliliter. Milliliter of volume. And if it happens to be filled with water, it weighs, this is water in here, we're going to call it H2O because I can't fit the word water in there. If it's filled with water, we're not talking about the weight of the box, just the weight of the water itself. It weighs 1 gram. So this is kind of a handy thing to be able to translate between. If you knew the depth and width and length of your swimming pool, that would be measures of length. You could actually convert those lengths into the volume of water that it would hold. And if you needed to know how much all that water was going to weigh before you filled the swimming pool on the roof of your house, because you don't know whether or not it can withstand the weight of that water, you could take that volume, once you figured it out, and convert it into weight to figure out how much the water in your swimming pool was going to weigh.